3 balls and 2 strikes down to Orelvis. And he walked Orelvis Martinez to bump a run across.
Close to that first breaking ball. Maybe he sits on one.
Drubs that one out of play.
To react and foul it off to stay alive.
Stepped in the bucket there trying to yank that one.
The better hitters are going to be looking spin.
All through the right side again for Bar. In Martinez. This is Nathan Lucas batting with the infield in with the Tampa Bay Rays. Runners coming home. High throw. Barger is out.
Lots of power in his bat too.
Snap throw down to first, but not in. Now he's getting to use a piece of the hardware that Kevin Kiermaier has.
Hazel
his entire life never really thought about pulled by Nathan Lucas, who owns many outfield gloves. Said, here, use mine. Sogard stays at the plate. Wrapped it around the corner. A 1-out walk. Here's Miguel Blaze. He had the miscue in right field. Ball to strike on Blaze. There's a good swoop on the slider.
Lineups that he is going to face in April, because we know he's an emotional guy and he gets fired up for game day. Years. Heard Hernandez's name a couple of times last year as potentially
somebody that has basically the same profile as Hernandez. The runner from first took off. Sogard will on the outside, and it's 2-1. And then Wooster at AAA. Called strike deep. 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he went right after him with the changer.
How it's going with the pitch clock, and if they feel rushed or not. He's, not too bad, but he made a good point. He said, don't mind the faster pace of the game at times as well, because he had told me one game last week, amendments being made where they want to make room to make adjustments.
Witt will drop between Crook and Roth. Absolutely punished. Or Boba. The leap of Valdez at second into second.
Said earlier, not a lot of movement. He gets that bat in the hitting zone and it stays in there a long time so that he can handle a lot.
Innings this afternoon. Polk up the right field sign on the Brandon Belt double.
Like one to the right side.
Kiermaier is exceptional at that over the course of his career, and lefty on the hill. No indication there. 1 ball and 1 strike. The Blue Jays this season. Around towards Spurs. Polka with the backhand. They'll feed the pitcher coming over. 2 coming to Orelvis Martinez. That popped out of the.
As a catcher, Ben, you got to sell that right away. Go grab the ball and tag the runner right away. So if the umpire has any indecision.
Down on strikes with the sweeper, putting him away. 1 ball and 2 strikes here. Taps the changeup weakly on the third baseline. Right down the chute. Strike 3 called. Daniel Polka, the batter, cracks one up the right field line, looking towards the side of the diamond a little bit with the left-handed batter. Hernandez misses very high. All players must have their heels on the skin portion. Polka's down.
In the air, it's more up middle the other way. Now we have seen that, though, you're sacrificing all of left field, so you're leaving extra base potential out that way if that hit.
More maybe in the final week when they've got all their regulars. Lucas glides over. He's there. That's a 1-2-3 lead over the visiting Boston Red Sox. Nathan Luke. Little chopper on the left side, spinning around from third and a wild. Ready to bat. Down for a base hit. Make sure that ball didn't carry. Comfortable spraying the ball to all fields. Yellow goes back, turns around. It's off the top, so get dug out at the base of the fence to score. Nunez. Davis Schneider, the pinch runner. He'll take over at second base for Witt. Up the middle, long two bouncer, clanked off the glove. Nunez, here comes Schneider. Rob Brantley's first at bat today. He took over for Alejandro Kirk. Fooled a little bit.
Do have Dalton Varsho as a quote emergency type catcher, but I don't necessarily think they're
both in big league camps or in their own right. The other way, Brantley's got a knock.
One for the Blue Jays to trade. This is a team that's in it to win right now, and they've got two guys.
Away a very good hitter in Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Wow, that slipped out of the hand of Walter.
And Teoscar. And in the Varsho trade, it was the up-and-comer in Gabriel in the next couple of years.
Richie is down on strikes, one away here in the fifth inning. Winning baseball games, winning the division, and winning a World Series. And this is a defined Major League roster. Low liner off the bat of Cam Eden, snared it
and to make that deep October run of last year will help.
Oh, stung to center. Nice play.
Probably something in the season I wouldn't have even gone to the training room about, but it's spring training, and so there's no reason to.
Years in Kansas City, all that success. Now it's your first full season as a Toronto Blue Jay. How much more comfort?
Years, and then going to a new place, meeting new faces from the training staff to the coaching, the guys and the staff that we have behind us, and there's a lot more comfort.
Yes.
I think it's a part of the game that's nice play.
Controlled and smart aggression.
Well, it depends on the situation. It's you know, if me to try to get an extra 90 feet for him, and so you know, there's just situations like that where you 2 outs and knowing that fly ball they hit is an RBI, a sac fly, and a little more aware, a little more sure of when you're going to run.
That ball dropped by. It'll extend this sixth inning. They have in the last year, I guess, that you.
A big reason for that is we got a lot of guys that come from base.
Zach Britton will lead off this frame against Wyatt Mills, the new pitcher for the Red Sox. Britton tried to hold back the swing. He's behind 0-2. Second home run of spring yesterday against the Phillies. The ball he crushed yesterday was ticketed for
coaches, manager, everybody's watching, taking notice.
The last 3 or 4 years. From 0-2 to 3 balls and 2 strikes on Blue Jays and player development. Britton will work a walk. Lead off this
player. Based on matchups, based on a lot of things.
The major leagues, the dream finally came. 10 years in the mind. He made his major. Sit to right field using his